Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Please can I invite you to take your seats? I would like to extend a very warm welcome to the President, Governors, Chair of the Foundation, the Headmaster, colleagues, parents, friends of the school, and importantly, you, the pupils, and notably those of you in Year 8 who are coming towards the end of your time in the prep school. If I may, I would like to take a brief moment to say a few words before we come to the focus of this event, which is, of course, celebrating the success of prep pupils. Last summer, someone was thinking about starting new at Bromsgrove School. Would he fit in? Would he keep up with the work? Would he be made to feel welcome, he wondered. Of course, he needn't have worried, and a year in, he's happily settled in his new school. And I wanted to thank all members of the prep school for making me and the family feel so welcome. As we know, Bromsgrove Prep really is very special. Facilities to be envied, a highly committed staff, and busy, talented pupils who work constructively together to bring the best out in each other. I have been very impressed by everyone I've met and everything I've seen. Last month's excellent production of The Witches and Fantastic Mr. Fox being just one example. I'm delighted but not surprised that the team of ISI inspectors were also so impressed during our recent school inspection and awarded Bromsgrove Prep School the highest possible judgments of 2 excellence. The quality of pupils' academic and other achievements, they say, is excellent. And the quality of pupils' personal development, they say, is also excellent. That's a superb outcome, which is richly deserved. And my hunch is that Mr. Mari may have just a little more to say on the subject shortly. At this stage, it's natural to be thinking about the summer and the journeys we'll take with our families. And then in September, all pupils will be moving on to the next stage of their school journeys. They will be looking forward to having new teachers, new classrooms, and new experiences. Those of you in Year 8 will be moving across to the senior school. And if, like that individual I mentioned a few moments ago, you were ever so slightly nervous, you have no need to be. The induction days have gone very well. I hope you're excited by the opportunities ahead, and you will be well looked after, just as you have been in the prep school. Remember, all of you can achieve great things. Coming back to that Year 6 production, we tend to avoid having witches at Bromsgrove because those black hats just don't go with the uniform. But I wanted to go back to that lovely moment right at the end of the other play. If you remember, all of the animals were brought together by Mr. Fox so that they could live happily alongside each other with all their different needs met in a busy, purposeful community. They were safe, they were happy, the future looked bright, and it was all overseen by a fantastic Mr. Fox. And in a similar way, all that has happened in the prep school this year has been led by one individual, always bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, always sensitive to the needs of pupils and staff. So I'm delighted to hand over to our fantastic headmaster, Mr. Mari. Thank you.
Thank you, Headmaster. I think bright-eyed and bushy-tailed all the time is a bit of a stretch, but thank you. Welcome to our Prizegiving Service 2023. It gives me great joy to stand here today and provide an overview of the past academic year, both as Headmaster and as a Year 8 parent. I'm also delighted to welcome Olivia Whitfield, our guest speaker today and former prep head girl. Olivia will address you all and has kindly agreed to present the prizes. It gives me particular pride to have Olivia join us today, as I first encountered Olivia 7 years ago when I arrived at Bromsgrove. She had to endure my maths teaching for 2 years. I am sorry, Olivia. She was a fine role model, and needless to say, has continued to be so throughout her time in the senior school. Our Year 8 pupils would do well to look up to her. And now, of course, we turn our attention to our Year 8 pupils. On Wednesday, Year 8s enjoyed a very special presentation created by Mrs. Judson, a dedication to the year group and a trip down memory lane with photos from their time in the prep school going right back to Year 3. Oh, how much you have changed, Year 8. Firstly, they've grown, not just vertically, not just horizontally, but in number 2. We've gone from a cohort of 57 children in Year 3 to the 136 that are here with us today. Some have moved on in previous years and some will leave us today, but all of those here now have shared memorable experiences that will live long into their futures. Experiences such as the bushcraft trip, Aztec Adventure Park, the visit of Titus, Mad Science Days, field trips, plays, concerts, tournaments, outward bounds, and so on. And somewhere in the middle of all of that was connecting via FaceTime when we couldn't be in school. Mind you, I can't be the only parent in the room who thinks that this goes on more now after the pandemic than during it. Connection is something that schools thrive on. Our community is built on connection. Our relationships are all about connection. Making connections, building friendships, working and collaborating with others is exactly what we're here for. I'm reminded of the saying, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. When, as a school community, we go together, there's no doubting we'll go far. And this, of course, has been the theme of much of our success this year. Following last year's wonderful Platinum Jubilee celebrations in which the whole school joined together to commemorate the special occasion, it was heartwarming to have the prep and pre-prep combine once again for the coronation picnic this year. And this event, following the Queen's passing, highlights perfectly how important it is to recognise that difficult times and happier times are inextricably linked. It's impossible to appreciate the best of the happiest times if you haven't experienced hardship before. Now, it won't surprise any of you that I've already veered onto a subject loosely associated with cake. Apologies. I'll leave cake for lunch after this and try and remain on memo, focusing on this year's best bits. On the academic front, there's been much to celebrate. Sophia Bardwaj was awarded with a 13+ academic exhibition, whilst Ben Conroy, Jensen Fickett and Will Hapgood all received academic scholarships. In Year 6, Leon Dukes Aguirre and Panache Midzingo were awarded academic scholarships. Art scholarships were awarded to David Wong and Aidan Dean in Year 8, and to Isabel McAloon in Year 6. And my thanks go to Mrs. Hill and all of our academic staff, as well as Miss Reid and her team in the art department for their preparation of the pupils. Having once again entered the SATIP's General Knowledge Quiz this year, we congratulated Ben Conroy on achieving a top 10 finish nationally in the senior competition, whilst Leon and Panache were in the top 50 in the junior competition. Our Eco Committee continue to be a driving force for sustainable change in the school. And this year alone, they've conducted 6 litter picks, organised Sustainability Week and Switch Off Fortnight, held 2 eco sales, launched the Our Sustainable World project with our caterers Holroyd Howe, continued to encourage the appropriate use of recycling stations around school and reusable water bottles, planted bulbs, fruit trees and wildflowers, led on Earth Day and World Water Day, and formed a working partnership with St John's Middle School. Their dedication is tremendous, and I'm particularly grateful to Mrs. Dakin for her hard work in this area. Our children from throughout the prep school showed tremendous creativity and determination in their efforts to complete the Coronation Challenge, a bespoke competition arranged by Mrs. Hill, Mrs. Iverson and Mr. Barrett, celebrating the crowning of King Charles. We presented awards yesterday to many of those who participated, but it would be remiss of me not to acknowledge these fantastic achievements in our celebrations today. There have been an astonishing number of music concerts throughout the year, showcasing the talents of our aspiring musicians. And it's always, always such a joy to watch performers at whatever level they perform and have achieved so far. Music exhibition awards this year have been given to Isabel Boardman, Jensen Fickett, Grace Lawrenson and Amina Muldasheva in Year 8. Avani Bandal, Nico Fickett and Roshan Kotika from Year 6 have also received Music Exhibition Awards. And I'd like to take this opportunity to thank Mrs. Corrie, Mrs. Russell and all of our music department for their tireless efforts and for the inspiration that they instil in the children. From performances in Routh to concerts in Cobham, drama continues to be a source of great joy, energy and fun. And this year, Year 7 and 8 performed Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat, complete with live mini orchestra providing the backing music. It was a superb spectacle. As the headmaster has already alluded to, the Year 6 productions of The Witches and Fantastic Mr. Fox were simply superb too. Mr. Amphlett, Mr. Licorice, and all of the staff that work within the drama team have once again ensured that the quality of production on display is excellent, and I thank them for this. Our drama scholarships this year have been awarded to Lola Broadhurst and Ethan Masterson. Our sporting programme continues to thrive, and this year we've seen increased levels of participation and a widening of individual sports being accessed by the children, including table tennis, basketball, badminton and squash. There have been an incredible number of highlights this year. However, the standout ones are as follows. In boys' sport, 3rd place nationally in the ESSA cross country for under-13s, our highest ever finish. We were national prep school winners in cross country. We were 3rd place in the plate competition of the under-13s Independent Schools Hockey Cup, 2nd place in the Midlands for the ESSA Track and Field Cup. Wilfred Yu competed in the national table tennis finals competition in a senior school age range. We qualified and competed in the IAPS National Swimming Finals competition. Our under-13s were county cricket champions. Our under-11s were Into hockey regional champions. For the girls, an 8th place finish in the under-13 Independent Schools Hockey Cup. The under-12s also finished 8th nationally in the IAPS hockey competition. We had our the third best prep school at the National Cross Country Finals at Malvern School. Our under-13 netball team were undefeated county champions, IAPS regional champions, and 3rd place nationally, and I know that still smarts for some of them. The under-12s netball team were crowned IAPS national champions. The under-10 girls became county cricket champions in an under-11 competition. Grace Hadley from Year 7 has represented the senior school first team in tennis this year. Our Year 7 and 8 athletics team were ESSA county champions. Ella Cunningham became the under-12 50-metre freestyle national champion at the IAPS swimming finals earlier this month. In addition to all of these successes listed, there have been more fixtures competed in this year, more children participating in fixtures, and a greater range of sports on offer, all thanks to the superb efforts of the PE and games staff, including Miss Danks, Mr. Mullen, Mrs. Webley, Mr. Thornley, and many other colleagues who contribute to that area. Sports scholarships this year were awarded to Sophia Bardwaj, Isabel Boardman, Sam Brown, Neve Colley, Amelia Fox, Freddie Giles, Olivia Grove, Preksha Gurung, George Hall, Will Hapgood, Sam Harries, Eddie Head, Sesihang Kajin Limbu, Bo Langford, Natalie McNeil, Emily Meese, Ishialua Adugbazan, Caitlin Pridden, Buster Reed, Will Civita, and Sienna Ward. Such is the breadth of talent we have. All of the achievements listed are simply not possible without the care and the attention, the dedication of the staff that support our children through their time at the school. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank all of them for their tireless efforts. These thanks extend to all of our colleagues, teaching staff, teaching assistants, administrative staff, ground staff, estate staff, catering staff, domestic staff, our governors, and indeed our school executive team. Would you all join me in thanking all of them? We will be saying goodbye to one of our team this year as Mr. Lee departs to embrace new challenges in the next academic year. I'm grateful to Mr. Lee for his unwavering care of the pupils and the support he's provided to the school in his 2 years with us, culminating in our most recent inspection grading of excellent. And I hope you'll indulge me now by allowing me to share with you some of the extracts from that report. Pupils across our school are highly motivated to do their very best. Aren't they just? Pupils exhibit excellent attitudes towards the diversity, to be found within their own and the wider community. That's something that we hold dear at Bromsgrove. Pupils have an innate appreciation of the non-material aspects of life. Pupils have a strong moral awareness and are caring and are respectful of one another and the school community. Clear displays around the site promote the school values, such as the kindness board. These key aspects once again confirm we go further when we go together. As a community, we thrive when we work harmoniously. And on the final point mentioned from the inspection report there, I want to take this opportunity to recognise the tremendous work of our kindness team, Miss Reid, Mr. Barnett and Mrs. Grove, our buddies and our wellbeing monitors. These children rarely seek praise, but simply want to support others. As Maya Angelou said, I've learnt that people will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. No prize today is more important, Year 8, than knowing that if you make people feel happy, supported, fulfilled and secure, you'll be remembered for it. Parents, your investment in the school is of the utmost importance. Your desire to have the best for your children is mirrored by our intentions to provide it. Your support of your children and your support of the school is a critical factor in the successes that are spoken about today. We go further together. Within the parent body is our wonderful Parent Association. This group of volunteers continue to do a tremendous job of supporting other parents, raising funds for the school to provide additional resources or opportunities such as the fantastic Crystal Maze Day. A little bit wet like today, sadly. In the last fortnight, we've said goodbye and thank you to two key members of that team, to Sarah Adcock, our treasurer, and to Kate Gallimore, our chair of the PA. Both have supported the PA for many, many years, and under their care and guidance, the group has flourished. I'd ask you to join me in thanking them and all our other PA volunteers for their efforts. My final words are to our children, and particularly our oldest ones. In a world that increasingly sees us market ourselves online, with a constant wave of expectation to post the perfect picture, to present the image of living your best life, or to gain as many likes or loves or shares as possible, please stop. Take a moment to realise that you probably spend far too much time focused on how you don't compare to the image that someone else presents of themselves. In other words, you judge your insides against someone's outsides. Stop it. As Reverend Loon said earlier, know yourself and be true to yourself. Put the phone down. Let TikTok tick away. Snapchat shut. Do something instantly instead of Insta. Actually be real rather than logging on to be real. For those of you that went on the Year 8 Outward Bound adventure, you managed 4 days without your devices, and you're still here. It can be done. You can have a good time, and in fact, you can be far more connected. And finally, I'll return to the saying from earlier with a little Mr. Mari tweak, the icing on the cake, if you will. We go further together. We go furthest when we're kind. Thank you. Thank you. I'd now like to invite Olivia to address us all. Thank you.
Good morning, governors, headmaster, Mr. Mari, parents and students. Firstly, may I say how incredibly honoured I am to have been asked to join in your prize-giving celebrations. It doesn't seem 5 minutes ago that I too was sat in my own final prize-giving ceremony, about to leave the safety and familiarity of prep school to take my place over at senior school. I can't quite believe that I am standing before you today as a 17-year-old Upper 6 student on her very last day of school. I, like our current Year 8 students, am about to embark on a new chapter in my life, For me, it is leaving this beautiful school and starting university. So I understand how many of you in Year 8 may be feeling about the next phase in your life. I, too, don't know what to expect from the transition I'm about to make. I'm both terrified and excited in equal measures, but I do feel ready to embrace this next phase in my life, and I hope you do too. But let me take you back to where it all began for me. I started school just 2 weeks after my 4th birthday and found the whole experience so overwhelming that I elected to be mute, and I didn't speak a single word for the entirety of my first school term. The term culminated in me being chosen to play an angel in the Christmas nativity, luckily a non-speaking part, and which I did so with my back to the audience facing a brick wall. But with the support and encouragement I received from my teachers, I found my voice, albeit a quiet one, lacking in both confidence and self-belief. However, as I've progressed through the school, people have seen something in me. As a result, I've been given the most incredible opportunities that I will forever be grateful for. I even had the honour of being chosen as prep school head girl. No one in the room on that day could have been more surprised than me, but the belief that Mrs. Deval-Reed, our then headmistress, and Mr. Murray had in me would become the catalyst for the start of my transformation. The support and belief that has been shown to me over the years has been life-changing, and I feel immensely privileged to call myself a Bromsgrovian, and all too soon an old Bromsgrovian. If I may now turn my attention to our Year 8 students who are about to navigate the transition to senior school, can I be presumptuous enough to share some advice with you? Life is a series of challenges, and senior school will be no exception. As you step into this exciting new phase, you will encounter many hurdles and obstacles along your way. But believe me when I say, each and every one of those challenges will shape you into a stronger, more capable individual. Embrace these challenges with open arms, as they are the stepping stones for your personal growth, success, and ultimate happiness while at senior school. Friendships will also play a significant role in your senior school journey. You may have had some reservations in regards to your house, but trust in the system, as this has given me the opportunity to meet new people, personalities, fellow students that I previously had little or nothing to do with, and from this, new friendships have formed. Some friendships will stand the test of time, staying with you for the entire duration of your time at school, while others might fade away. But remember, the true measure of a friend is not the duration of the relationship, but the impact they have on your life. Surround yourself with those who support and uplift you, who celebrate you in your successes and stand by you during difficult times. And remember, always be kind and be that friend in return, offering a lending hand and a listening ear to those who need it. Senior school is very different to prep school, but don't panic about the transition. Your teachers have been preparing you for this move longer than you can ever imagine. You've been given the tools to seamlessly move across to a senior setting, whether that be at Bromsgrove or further afield. The house system is great, and along with becoming your senior school family and allowing you to eat your body weight in toast, it also offers many opportunities for inter-house competitions, the first being House Song in October, followed by numerous house competitions throughout the year, including music, drama, sport, debating, and many more. The academic challenge will become more demanding, and the workload may seem overwhelming at times, and you may question your abilities. But let me assure you that you are capable of more than you can imagine. Believe in yourself and your capacity to learn and grow. Seek help when needed, whether it's from your teachers, classmates, or the numerous resources available to you. As you start to navigate your way through senior school, you will also discover much more about yourself. Take advantage of the diverse ranges of activities, clubs, and opportunities available to you, such as completing your Duke of Edinburgh Awards, a highlight for me, and a time I will always look back on fondly. I laugh my way through every expedition, albeit with my feet absolutely covered in blisters. I just hope that my Gold Award presentation is at Buckingham Palace, or my mum will be very disappointed. There are too many opportunities that will be offered to you for me to list. But can I ask that you step out of your comfort zone, try new things, and you may discover unknown, unique talents that lie within you. For me, stepping out of my comfort zone was discovering drama and standing on a stage performing, a hobby which led to me being awarded a drama scholarship and allowing me to discover I have a knack for accents and an ability to make people laugh. Drama provided me with the opportunity last year to perform at the Edinburgh Fringe with the London Theatre Company, a million miles from the angel in my reception nativity playing to a wall. Drama has become a passion of mine, and the positive effect it has had has been truly life-changing and the reason I am able to stand in front of you today. Year 8 students, as I prepare to embark on the next chapter of my own journey, and you on yours, I want you to remember that you are not alone. You have each other, your teachers, and your families to support you along the way. Thank your parents often. It is them who has made this possible, that you are able to study at our wonderful school. Seek guidance, ask questions, and remember that the greatest achievements are often accomplished through the collaboration and teamwork. Lift each other up, celebrate each other's successes, and create a positive and inclusive environment that fosters growth and camaraderie. I have had the very best time at our wonderful school, and I feel nothing but sadness that it has come to an end. The opportunities and the experiences I have been presented with are life-changing. I have made friendships I will cherish for the rest of my life, and have changed as a person beyond recognition. If I could have one wish, it would be to travel back in time to meet my 4-year-old self and tell her, Olivia, it's going to be okay. School is going to be amazing. You'll find an inner confidence, discover new passions, make wonderful friends, and all above, have fun. You'll even end your school career as a guest speaker at Prep School Prizegiving. I'm not sure she'd believe me. May I thank Mr. Murray for inviting me to speak today, and once again for your belief in me. I would like to wish you all a relaxing, happy, and healthy summer. Thank you.
I'm going to veer slightly off script, which I know worries everyone in the room, I'm sure. But it would be unfair not to say just how well Olivia has embodied the two values that I think are most important in this school, of kindness and humility. That's why she was chosen as our prep head girl years ago. And that was demonstrated most keenly, as I reminded her before we came into the room today, when house placements were announced in Year 8, in Olivia's Year 8, and one girl in particular really struggled with the house that she'd been put into. Didn't think that she had any of her friends there, was really worried about what that would look like. And Olivia wrote a letter to her telling her it would be brilliant. She was brilliant, that she would have the best time, make new friends, she was a natural, etc., etc. There was no thought for herself. It was purely for that other child. And that memory lives with me. It's an example of everything that we hope we see from the children in our school. It's an example that every one of you in here, in the prep school, can learn something from. And the email that we then received from the other girl's mum simply said, if ever there was an obvious choice for head girl, it was Olivia. Thank you, Olivia, for that. And now to the prizes. In Year 3, attainment prizes are awarded to Henry Buckingham, Kimmy Fickett, and Lucy Sabrazat. Engagement prizes awarded to Joshua Proctor, Chloe Ho, and Hugo Buckle. In year 4, attainment prizes awarded to Lulu Jukes Aguirre, Jake Wilkinson, and Teresa Tian. Engagement prizes awarded to Rory Townsend, Clarice Dandili, and Camille Wallington. In Year 5, attainment prizes awarded to Joshua Langton, Sangmu Lama, Amelia Wilkinson-Doran, and Zoya Ali Baig. engagement prizes awarded to Freddie Helmore, B. Snelling, Sebastian Dixon and Lily Heath. Year 6 attainment prizes awarded to Vanshika Soparawala, Leon Dukes Aguirre, Samuel Inglis and Panashe Midzingo. Year 6 engagement prizes to Freya Obrey, Edward Sollers, Eden Hall and Isabel McAloon. In Year 7, attainment prizes awarded to Isabel Gibson, Ethan Ford and Martha Blower. Attainment prizes are also awarded to Priya Giles, Theo Lewis and Chloe Wilkinson. Year 7 engagement prizes are awarded to Rhea Bailey, Arthur Thompson and Holly Walker. And Year 7 engagement prizes also awarded to Lisa Anton, Isabel Ballard and Ellie Hall. Year 8 attainment prizes awarded to Olivia Faber, Jess Gallimore, Sophia Bardwaj and Selina Bukowska. Further attainment prizes awarded to Tatiana Ho, Sienna Ward and Lola Broadhurst. Year 8 engagement prizes awarded to Grace Lawrenson, Lydia Greaves, Adam McClure and Monty Pritchard. And the final Year 8 engagement prizes awarded to Alexander Bennett, Natalie McNeil and Isabel Boardman. Subject prizes. The Lynch Cup for Mathematics is awarded to Joanna Liao. The Cochin Cup for English to Lola Broadhurst. The Lee Smith Cup for Science to Adam McClure. And the English as an Additional Language to Ken Liu. The Geography Prize is awarded to Isabel Boardman, the History Prize to Amelia Fox, the Sumner Cup for Religious Education to Ishialua Adugbazin, and the French Prize to Alexander Bennett. The German Prize is awarded to Selina Bukowska, Spanish to Olivia Faber, the Talbot Cup for Latin to Nahum Benjamin, and the Dual Linguist Cup, Tatiana Ho. The Flanerted Wells Cup for Art is awarded to David Wong, the Haslam Cup for Design Technology to James Hall, the Warren Cup for Textiles, Rowan Reimer, the Cookson Cup for Music to Grace Lawrenson, and the Holland Cup for Performing Arts, Ethan Masterson. Onto the sport prizes. The Bentley Cup, greatest contribution to boys' sport throughout the year, is awarded to Sam Brown. The Staff Cup for greatest contribution to girls' sport throughout the year, Natalie McNeil. The Pritchard Plate for commitment to boys' sport, Bo Langford. And the Pritchard Plate commitment to girls' sport, Neve Colley. School prizes. The Walford Cup for Social Awareness, Lydia Greaves. The Webber Bowl for Endeavour, Jess Gallimore. The Wingfield Cup for Outstanding Academic Achievement, Sophia Bardwaj. And the James Young Bromsgrovian Cup for the Best All-Round Contribution to School Life, Caitlin Pridden. The Donovan Plate for Head of Boys Boarding, Sam Critchley. The Donovan Plate, Head of Girls Boarding, Selina Bukowska. The Deputy Head Boy Prize, Ethan Masterson. And the Deputy Head Girl Prize, Neve Colley. The Head Boy Prize to James Hoare. The Head Girl Prize, Sophia Bardwaj. Now on to the Heads Prizes. Usually there are a few special Heads Prizes awarded at this point in the ceremony. And this year I focused on the journey that certain students have had. It may be that the road hasn't been easy for them. It may be that they have had a specific personal hardship to face. It may simply be that they've always followed the Bromsgrove way, exhibiting our values, demonstrating great prowess in one or multiple fields, and therefore deserve acknowledgement which hasn't yet been given in this ceremony. I'd like to award Headmaster's Prizes this year to the following three pupils: Ben Conroy, Rhys Palmer, and Emily Meese. Can I invite Martha to come forward, please?
Thank you very much for presenting the prizes.
Good morning. I promise that I won't keep you much longer. You may have noticed that I'm not Michael Luckman, Chair of Governors, as listed in your programme. I am Claire Lidbury, Vice Chair of Governors and Chair of the Education Committee for the school. On days like this, when I get the opportunity to see the school at its best, our teachers and support staff doing what they love, your children being so smart and mature, and to meet and greet all of you who support this institution by choosing to trust us with your children, I realise both what an awesome privilege and what a weighty duty this is. However, my role today is simple. It is to celebrate and give thanks to all those who make the school such a special place. Firstly, that the school and grounds are looking so well cared for, that we have such a wonderful array of food and drink to enjoy, and that we have such a high standard of facilities and service, is down to a myriad of support personnel who, day in and day out, make it their business to deliver for the school. They will be busy now, but when you see them out and about, please pass on your thanks for all that they do behind the scenes. Secondly, thank you to those staff whose privilege it is to educate. They spread knowledge and teach values that will literally last a lifetime. They are due our thanks, not only for the obvious passion and creativity with which they do this, but also for the loving care, kindness, and attention that they focus on your children. In a year where we were tested via an independent ISI inspection, which delivered us the top rating of excellent in both education and pupils' personal development, we can be truly grateful that we have such high quality and committed staff. So too should we express our gratitude to the executive and the senior management team of the school, and especially to our preparatory headmaster, Mike Mari, and deputies Tanya Hill, Chris Lee, and Kate Eisen. They all wear their responsibilities lightly, setting the tone and establishing the values that ensure the school develops well-rounded and responsible citizens. In his first year as headmaster, we should also give special thanks to Michael Punt, who has already made a real impression on the school, its staff, and its pupils. There is also a group of people whom you might not see that often, but who behind the scenes are working many hours for the school for no reward other than to see it survive and thrive. The combination of their respective skills and experiences is a wellspring of wisdom from which our school continually benefits. Our gratitude is very much due to our president, our chair of foundation, the foundation trustees, and my fellow school governors for all their commitment and service. My final thanks are reserved for all of you, our families. We never take your interest or support for granted. We understand the duty that we undertake in looking after and teaching your children, and thank you for the faith and trust in us you demonstrate by choosing to send your children here. And for all those involved in parents' associations, thank you for your commitment to making a difference. And lastly, we thank your children too for giving themselves with energy and enthusiasm to the daily opportunities and challenges of school life, and for being such a credit to you all this morning. Now, that was the official governor's thank you. Following Dr. Loon's talk this morning, I'd like to take a Don Quixote moment and be who I am, which is a person passionate about the performing arts. I'd like to say a personal thank you to the choir, pupils and staff who sang in chapel this morning. I thought you were tremendous. I hope the joy of singing and making music stays with you for the rest of your lives. Back to the official bit. That just leaves me to wish you all a wonderful and well-earned summer break. It is a chance to spend time together with your loved ones, to recharge your batteries, and to make some wonderful memories. September is 8 long weeks away. Make the most of them. Thank you.